head on as well to recognize what we're up against in 2026.
This is Michael Wallace. On social media, the president posted, quote, Trump wasn't on the ballot and shutdown were the two reasons that Republicans lost elections tonight, according to pollsters, end quote. Republican strategist Leslie Sanchez doubts the Democratic wins in New Jersey and Virginia were signs of a blue wave.
These are two states that traditionally vote blue.
Democratic strategist Chuck Rocha.
People are sick and tired of paying too much for everything in their lives. And this election tonight, the Democrats took advantage of.
In Kentucky, a driver shocked at the sight of a UPS cargo plane exploding into a fireball as it crashed near the airport in Louisville. At least 7 people were killed. Governor Andy Beshear says the death toll could go up.
Because of the nature of these facilities, it may be some time before we can account for everyone or know that no one else was on the grounds.
The Supreme Court takes up the president's tariff policy today. CBS's Jan Crawford has more from Washington.
If Trump loses this case, it could be hugely significant because there's an argument that the administration, the government would have to refund over $100 billion in tariffs that it has collected.
Dow futures are up 6, S&P futures down 15. This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive. See why over 43 million drivers trust Progressive to stay protected on the road. See for yourself at Progressive.com.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Ma, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotions. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotions, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. That's why they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $25 a month. And if you're a business owner, you could really save a fortune. Dial pound 250, say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk.
Local news and weather brought to you by Mississippi Energy Services. We're your fast, affordable, and friendly generator service company. msenergy.us. msenergy.us.
The decision on the chief of police position. Today, sunny and 76. Tonight, clear and 50. Thursday, sunny and 77. Friday, low 80s with a 40% chance for showers. With news on 103.9 WYAB, I'm Chris Davis. The search for Jackson's next police chief is a slow go. Mayor John Horn says money kept them from getting a search committee going.
We were not able to even hire the search committee until after the fiscal year started because we didn't have any money.
For now, Sheriff Tyree Jones may be confirmed as police chief because an interim chief is only allowed for 3 months. The National Folk Festival is expected to bring thousands of people to downtown Jackson this weekend. Capitol Police say they'll be working with JPD and other agencies to make the area as safe as they can.
There will be a very large number of officers that will be at different points designated within the festival.
Capitol Police Chief Bo Luckey says they'll also have officers looking out for auto burglars. 22-year-old Rodney Cooper of Hattiesburg has been booked into jail. Cops say they found 22 pounds of weed, cocaine, guns, and $10,000 cash at his house with a search warrant this week. Cooper is a felon and wasn't supposed to have the guns, and no one is supposed to have the drugs. The whereabouts of one rhesus monkey is still in question in Jasper County. A woman shot and killed one of the creatures Sunday when it was in her yard. Both Tulane and the company that claims ownership of the monkeys insist they were not infected with anything and are not or were not infectious. Mississippi Gas now $2.55 on average, says Gas Buddy. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WYAB. I'm Chris Davis.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are the individual views and opinions of the people expressing them and do not necessarily reflect those of this radio station, its parent, affiliated, or related entities, agents, or employees.
Welcome to the Chip Matthews Show, where politics meets the South. So grab your sweet tea, find a comfortable spot to sit back, and let's embark on this journey together. Chip away.
And good Wednesday morning. It's the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie. How y'all doing? It's going to be chilly this morning and hot tamale.
This afternoon?
It's supposed to be a little warmer today, and then it's supposed to get up to 80 by the weekend. And then I saw where the big cold front was coming in to put the frost on the ground, and we can sing Dixie and say, "Frosty morning, look away, look away, Dixieland." Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let's see. We got Rod Scott. We got Will Brown, Bethel Kane Ladner, Joe Lynn, Michael, Jeff Thomas, Shane Easley, and of course, we're up. And we're awake.
You're not going to say good morning to my mother?
She just got there. Micah Goba. She just got on my screen. Helen
Wilson.
Madison
McKenzie.
County is a lost cause. Well, Micah Goba, not particularly. There's always hope. Andy Devine, good morning. Dawn and Chip. Look, I'm going to tell you this. What happened in the elections yesterday, you have to think about statewide. Okay. And I've been saying it's going to happen and nobody listens. And now you're going to have the rhinos flip to the, what if those other Democrats flip back? Because right now the super majority is over in the Senate in Mississippi. It's over.
Yep.
And things have changed.
Yep.
And that is because people are tired of your crap. All you people just lie. And that's why new people can get in. And just because they're a Democrat doesn't mean it's all going to be like what happened in New York City. New York City is about to finish off the Democratic Party, I believe.
Yep.
And the funny thing about it, when you look at what happened in New York City, they said, well, it's going to be, everybody's going to be dependent and things are going to go down and there's going to be rent control and this, that, and the other. We already had that here in Mississippi. We allowed it in the Benny Thompson district, the entire district. Now, let's talk about other things. Mitch Steiner ran a hell of a race.
He did.
He lost by a few points. You people don't get out and vote. That's that. So it's okay to have somebody not qualified in the office. That's just okay. That is the way we feel. And the politicians that came out and put people in office, you have to wonder what did they win out of that? And we're going to study that over the next few weeks and the next few months. We'll study why people want to control the people at the Justice Court. And I mean, you had elected officials come out in a large way for a person that is not qualified to be the judge.
Yeah.
Other than she moved to Madison County 12 years ago.
Right. And they could have picked anybody.
Yeah.
So why her? But time will tell.
Time will tell.
All the pieces will start falling together real quickly, I'm sure. And we'll see the great picture.
We're not through. And Oath of Cain's waiting for this one.
Yeah.
In Canton, Mississippi, they put somebody finally on the CMU board.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And it is
the barber.
You're kidding.
The guy that cuts hair for a living. Rather than put a person on the board that knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
They put the barber on the board.
Oh my
gosh.
This is a terrible loss.
This is what you're looking at here. And I say they did it, and I can't decide if they did it. I mean, because basically, if you look at it from one perspective, if you look at racial politics, some people in the city who were black who told me that this is the way it is, we're not going to ever give up that board seat because we're never going to go back to 3 whites and 2 blacks on a board. So I hope it wasn't that. I hope it wasn't that. And I hope it wasn't where they can continue with the graft that goes on at CMU. And it was for all the city officials and everybody to get free haircuts. But we now have a person on the board who can give you a haircut.
Yeah. Well, Canton's in real trouble because I was speaking to a person yesterday that is in the know.
Mm-hmm.
And, they had always talked about the Great Wall stopping at Gluckstadt and not continuing. Well, they're fixing to box Canton completely out. Everything's going Yazoo County way.
Right.
All the development is going
that way
toward Yazoo City,
toward
Yazoo County,
to
charge Benton. So, Canton will never be. Canton has all the opportunity to be beautiful, successful, prosperous, but you're fixing to become another Jackson.
Yeah. I mean, 49 is a much better highway.
Mm-hmm.
And it would explain why the state never fixed, or rather the supervisors never fixed 51 to where it was 4 lanes coming into Canton.
Yeah.
I mean, that should have been 4 lanes back when Nissan got here.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody knows about somebody can pull somebody over at Gluckstadt and then you're in an hour traffic right there on the interstate every time you turn around. People are not in the mood to fix what they need to fix. And then, of course, you have the Makita New Deal that they're working on, which is going to wind up in court and wind up everybody. I want to talk to this. I think we need to talk to Joey Decent in person.
Yeah.
But that is a new thing. And then you just heard on the news. This is the state of all of Jackson and Canton problems. So John Horn's been running his mouth saying we're going to do a committee here. We're going to do a committee there. We're going to take a committee. We're going to fix this. We're going to take a committee and fix that.
Yep.
Now he says, well, I put together a search committee, but we didn't have any money for it.
Yeah. And it just keeps on going on.
So the state of the city, we're going to rise up, rise up, rise up. Hey, you ain't rising nowhere.
Mm-mm.
You're going to need some Viagra, some super strong Viagra to get rised up in Jackson. Because it's the state of the situation, y'all. And it's like we fall into the trap of people saying that good things are happening and you got to give them time. Look, that's not the way it works. Decisions must be made. Good morning, Michelle Dickerson, Ricky Gray, Russell McGuffey, Jenny Halford. Who else we got up there? Andy Devine. Andy will agree with me, I know.
So now the intern.
And Mitch Tyner says good morning.
Good morning,
and thanks
Mitch.
for your support.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mitch.
Yeah.
Thank you for running. And that's the thing here. That's the other thing here on elections, y'all. People have to sign up to work. The people that when we run for office, we don't have enough qualified people running for office in all positions.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you'll come out and run, then maybe someday we'll learn that we should put people in the office that's qualified.
Right.
Because, in Canton now, the group that's in charge there that were, and look, in the rest of the city council meeting, I heard the new councilman pushing back against the mayor.
Really?
They were pushing back against the mayor and the old guys because basically they said to them, we need to get a grant writer and pay a grant writer and put them on payroll. We've done that for years in Canton.
Right.
And then one of the new city aldermen said, well, why are we going to do that when we can't get a grant because we haven't had an audit in years and we're still waiting on the audit to get over because without an audit, you can't get a grant. And they said, well, we'll just get the fire department grants. And you're going, hold on, one more time. And there was pushback. And
at least there was somebody on the alderman that knew the deal.
Well, everybody has heard the deal, and it's like they're making sense.
Yeah, somebody's reading something.
You know, and they're the new people in town, and the old people should be leading in that way. That to even put that we need to hire somebody there on that list is wrong, because you can't hire anybody because you can't get anything because you've messed up.
Yeah.
Okay, the three Stooges or the three monkeys? Well, no, we're down to one monkey now that is escaped, and he'll be running for office real soon. He'll probably be our next governor. No, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what people are thinking.
Yeah, I don't either.
You know, and I sit here and all I can do is talk. All I can do is tell you what I think. All I can do is give you the facts to where you can figure it out for yourself.
Yep.
But we now have 3 supervisors that don't care about what goes on in Madison County, in Steen, Griffin, and Banks. And then they have the judge that they want in the chair who is not qualified. And I'm just going to stick with that. Good morning, Donnie Yowell. I'm going to stick with that. As a qualifications, I'm going to say her qualifications aren't up to snuff.
Okay.
To really do what she needs to do. And I hope like hell I never have to go before her, or I will be fried. There won't be justice because, she's a Karen. She's going to wear me out. But that's that. And, we still don't know why she didn't speak of her son and all of that. I mean, it's just strange. It's strange how little we were told.
Right.
About someone who went with that. And it seems like the 3 amigos were the only ones that didn't come out and support her, which makes me even scarier. Because we saw where the sheriff was on there. We saw where Gene McGee was on there and the usual suspects, but we didn't see the 3 amigos on there. And they're the ones that put her into office, and somebody is controlling them. And if somebody's controlling them, we even have a bigger problem than I thought.
Yeah. I wonder why Mayor Mary didn't participate.
She wasn't on that list.
She wasn't. That's what I'm saying. I wonder what.
No.
What did she know that she didn't want to be a part of?
Well, I mean, she doesn't want to be a part of anything the 3 amigos are part of. And she's always in court against them.
Yeah, that's
and winning,
true.
and winning.
Yeah.
And winning.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's take a quick break and we'll be back. We're going to talk some more about what went on, what's going on. And what do y'all think about losing the Senate? You lost the Senate last night. You no longer have a supermajority, but you never had one anyway. That's the amazing thing. I saw where Otha King made a comment. Well, they busted the supermajority. Yeah, you didn't. You always had it.
Yeah.
And you got a Democrat lieutenant governor in Delbert Hoseman. I don't know what you're upset about. I mean, that's that. We'll be right back.
and so much more. Stop by our new store on Highway 80 in Pearl and check with our expert staff and see what they can do to make the job just a little bit easier on you. At RPT Commercial, trucks live here.
Come see us at Planter Supply in Bentonia for precise fertilizer and seed recommendations from our experts Mike Bates and Walt Shepard. They have over 50 years of combined experience in the agronomic industry, and their knowledge and experience ensures your food plot will be the best that it can be. We carry a full line of summer, fall, and winter food plot seed and deliver it straight to your field in our fertilizer spreaders for your convenience. Come see us at Planter Supply in downtown Bentonia or give us a call at 662-755-8782.
Seeing well plays a big role in helping you read well. That's why it's not a minute too soon for students of all ages to schedule an eye exam with Dr. Bobby C. Pankey and Associates in Clinton and Richland. They can also help you with a great selection of frames, lenses, and contacts, all at affordable prices. See well, read well, do well. For all your back-to-school eye care needs, visit Optical 2000 Clinton and Richland. Optical-2000.com.
Stay in touch. Follow Optical 2000 on Facebook.
This is Jack Hoffman. For nearly 31 years, Tico's Steakhouse has been a staple of fine dining in Jackson, Mississippi. Dad has long since desired for me to come work alongside him. And now that I'm here, I would like to invite you to come experience our family tradition of our hospitality, sizzling steaks, and healthy poured beverages. Our dining rooms are open and we are taking reservations. Our private rooms are also available along with takeout. Call today or stop in to experience Tico's in the second generation.
Tico's Steakhouse, East County Line Road in Ridgeland, 601-956-1030.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Hi, I'm Chip Matthews. She is Dawn McKenzie. It is the most important show on the radio. It's the radio that talks about everything that everybody's scared to talk about. Yep. We're going to talk about it right here on this radio. Whatever it is, you can call in and we'll talk about it. What's that telephone number?
601-879-0002.
And Beth Ladner says, I want to hear who all Rudy has implicated. Maybe some will be gone for a long time. Yeah, well, that's coming up on the 19th. What's the date of today?
Today's the 5th.
5th. Ours is the 6th. It's the 5th because I have to be in court today.
You do?
For I got subpoenaed to come to court for the Jaguar.
Yeah.
And I was talking with people and they said, the guy says he didn't do it. Okay.
What criminal doesn't say that?
Said no criminal ever. Okay, and Andy Devine says a politician only worries about their next election. A statesman worries about the next generation. And that is so true. That is so true. And that goes. That even traces back to the school choice thing. Some people are their school choice. They're trying to get it. They're going to pass something now that is public to public.
Right.
Where you can transfer from one public school to another public school because they don't want any of the money to get into the private school system.
Right.
Because they can't control it there.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
But the reality is the people, they say if the people want this, then the people want it in the sense that they want that you're saying education freedom and you can have your money and you can go wherever you want.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to go back to school. I was going to go back to school and graduate.
Yes. And would you start back at kindergarten or would you start?
I would start back at kindergarten because I'm sure that the level in which everybody knows that I'm an idiot. So I must start at the beginning and then I would have to work my way back through it.
Yeah.
But I'd get $6,500 at least a year.
A year?
A year.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It wouldn't pay your bills.
It wouldn't?
I don't think so.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Public to public will allow to cross county lines. Yep, that's what they say. And they're only passing it now to where they can say that they did it just because they brought up the subject. If you don't do anything, and that's all I'm saying is wait.
Yeah.
Figure it out. Fix the
they can't do anything. They can't do any of that.
Fix the bigger problems in school choice.
The larger the mess they have, the happier they are.
I agree.
Yep. Is that Dr. Pepper good over there?
That's Dr. Pepper.
So to be your morning show radio wife, you didn't even notice my haircut. You're just like the normal man, I got a new hairdo and you haven't even acknowledged it. And
You're wearing a headset.
I told you the other day.
Okay, take it off. Okay, you got your hair did.
I told you the other day that your Ole Miss athletic suit was nice, and just like a typical man, you can't notice my haircut,
Okay, y'all.
or it's a different color.
I need to get trained into keeping up with hair. So I will call the CMU board, where they have now put a new person on the board who is a barber.
Yeah,
that is what they do. They cut
Yeah.
hair for a living.
Yeah.
And maybe he can teach me, since he doesn't know anything about plumbing
Yeah.
or electricity.
Mhm.
And we will he'll teach me how to notice when
Yeah.
hair's dead.
That has to be really.
And then you got to remember, since you are my ex-stepmother-in-law,
Mhm.
the girl I married, she did hair.
She did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did
Yep.
mine. And y'all see, she left that big spot on top where there's no hair. Good morning, Monty Pimenta.
That poor lady that was running for that position that was so educated has to be just looking at herself and, why she did not get this position, because she was so intelligent.
Oh, you mean not the you're talking about the qualified person.
Yeah, I'm talking about
I
the
thought
CMU.
I thought you were talking about the judges race and the unqualified person.
No, she's probably pinching herself, wondering, how did I do this?
Okay, let's put it this way. CMU lost $2 million per year for 5 years on water and sewer without making needed changes. The losses will continue even with the rate increases. That is from the person.
I know.
That's Barbara Owens checking
Yes.
in. Good morning, Barbara Owens. You're on she is on the right team now. That would be the team that wants to fight against stupidness.
Mm-hmm. So she needs to get up with those Lake Carolina people.
Oh, she's going to.
And help them out.
She's going to. And
CMU's never going to win. I mean, this is going to bankrupt them.
I mean, I think the big plan is for them to sell CMU
Mm-hmm.
and the politicians pocket the money. They won't give it to the people.
Right.
I mean, if you sold CMU, what are you doing? You lost $51 million in assets on the audit books. I'm going, how do you lose $51 million worth of assets? Assets and particularly just money. That's actual things. That's, and I'm sure that's the wastewater plant and this, that, and the other, and all that other crap that's going on where people are just taking advantage of a group of people running Canton who can't run it.
Mm-hmm. I just feel sorry for Canton, because I don't think it can ever recover.
And then I heard one person that's on the board made the comment. They said they didn't vote for either person because they're still waiting for the mayor or somebody to come up with a plan at CMU to fix the problem.
Hmm.
And you can't fix the problem without qualified people on the board. And at times it reeks of the board that's in place, and the people there are only there to cover up what they've done in the past. Because if you bring in somebody qualified, they might catch your mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
They may catch the corruption. If you lost $51 million worth of assets,
yep,
then obviously, somebody doesn't know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and they'll say, well, while those two aldermen were here, the two aldermen took so much, blah, blah, blah. They didn't take $51 million. If they had $51 million, they could buy their way out of the problem they're in.
That's right.
I mean, that's just it. We know the system's corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
So $51 million, or better yet, with $51 million, they could leave Mississippi.
Yep.
Ooh.
They could stay gone for a long while.
They could move to the Delta. They could go find that rhesus monkey that's running around and say, hey, let's go to Atlanta to the strip club. Better yet, let's go to the Atlanta strip club and let's pick up the girl that was from Canton that ran for mayor, who was twerking at the she used to be on the school. She worked at the school, got fired for cheating on the test.
Yeah.
And then she ran for mayor and was twerking at the Topgolf.
No way.
And then, of course, at the Topgolf, Gene McGee's great place that he enjoys and loves, and hangs out with the guy that talks about free happy hour at his night at his hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, that guy that's where they've been running drugs, and they caught everybody selling drugs there at the Top Golf.
Oh my!
Not people working for Top. These were people at Top Golf.
At Top Golf.
It appears to
like some parking lot deals.
It appears to attract the wrong crowd in some respects. And then, of course, Gene McGee, who didn't like the crowd that was inside the walk-ons, had a meeting with them one time and said, look, you're attracting the wrong crowd. We want you to quit serving fried food and frozen drinks.
No way.
Yes, they did that.
Yikes.
Yes, they did that. Imagine that. Imagine that. And he's a vegan. He's a vegan.
He's a vegan.
He's a vegan.
Yeah.
So, that means that, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm going to cook fried food in tallow. Chicken. I remember he was at a grand opening of a chicken place that's now out of business there at Slim Chickens. And JT from Super Talk was interviewing him.
Okay.
And they said, this is a great place, a good economic thing where we need more businesses in the town. And JT goes, well, they got chicken and that's some of the best chicken. Have you tried it? And he goes, I don't eat chicken. I'm going, you're at a chicken place. And they've come to town to spend money there. And then they put all that money into that place and now it's closed.
Yeah.
But that's it. I don't understand it. Time to take another break. We'll be back with more exciting news and commentary right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie. If you got something in your mind, give us a call. Also, remember, we're a new 50,000 watt radio station. We're picking up 500,000 people in this town. People are listening to us all over the place, and we're also heard all over the world. And then, of course, we still have some spots that you can buy while they're cheap.
That's right.
Because they're going up. They're
Quick.
going up. Become a sponsor of the Chip Matthews Show, and you too can benefit.
That's right.
Because they're going up.
That's right.
50,000 watts.
That's right.
We'll be right back.
The Chip Matthews Show, and you too can benefit.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris at Fannin Mart on the Riz is quickly becoming Rankin County's go-to spot for pizza, burgers, pasta, appetizers, daiquiris, and more. Try their famous Wheel of Flavor pizza. You can add up to 3 different specialty pizzas onto one pie, such as the Margarita, Sergeant Pepperoni, Acme Beat Buster, Pig, Pesto Chicken, the Old Mexico, the Supreme, or hey, just build your own custom pizza. Acme also has a full bar with 9 different frozen daiquiris to choose from. Open daily at 4 p.m. Acme Pizza and Daiquiris.
The mowing season is full on here in Mississippi. I'm David Frederick, owner of Frederick Sales and Service in Brandon. The industry-changing Exmark Laser Z commercial mower turns 30 years old this year and has been redesigned with even more great features you just have to see. We have a sale going on with instant rebates, and 0% financing is available too. Stop by our store and let our award-winning staff show you the Exmark difference. Fredericks and Exmark, over 3 decades serving you in Brandon since 1993.
UrgiVet Emergency Vets Madison has been serving your pets for 5 years now. From late night emergencies to weekend worries, we have been here caring for your pets when your regular vet isn't available.
From the moment you walk in the door, our team of veterinary professionals is here to care for your pets at all hours of the nights, on weekends, and holidays. Located at 15 Olympic Way in Madison. Call us at 601-790-1918. UrgiVet, always here when your pet needs us most.
CBS News Brief. Democrats victorious in the New York City mayor's race and governor's contests in both New Jersey and Virginia. UVA political analyst Larry Sabato.
The depth and the breadth of Democratic victories is well beyond what really Democrats even expected, and certainly what Republicans thought would happen.
California voters have approved Proposition 50, Governor Newsom's redistricting plan that favors Democrats.
We can de facto end Donald Trump's presidency as we know it.
Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear says the death toll could go up after a UPS cargo plane crashed and exploded near the airport in Louisville, killing all 3 crew members and at least 4 people on the ground. The NTSB is headed to the scene to search for a cause. CBS's Chris Van Cleve.
If you look real closely as the plane appears to start to try to leave the ground, there is flame coming out of the back of the second engine.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Back in 1984, we started the fast service oil change. And for over 40 years, Rapid Oil Change has been the leader in oil changes and fast service. We accept most major fleets and offer local 30-day in-house accounts as well. We do more than just change oil. From tires, wiper blades, tire sensors, just to name a few. Don't forget to show your ride some love with a trip to our Laser Wash 360, the best touchless wash in town, open 24/7. If you're not driving hard with Castrol Edge, come see us today. 6 locations, 6 days a week. We're ready to serve. OilChangeMS.com.
At Center for Orthodontics, we believe in family, tradition, and community. From kids to adults, Sandifer offers state-of-the-art orthodontic care with complimentary consultations, so everyone in the family can smile with confidence. Sandifer Orthodontics proudly supports Tri-County Academy and the Building on Tradition campaign, so a short drive to local businesses like Sandifer helps TCA thrive. Begin the journey to a beautiful smile at SandiferOrtho.com. Sandifer Orthodontics, Highland Village, Jackson, and Gateway Drive in Brandon.
We all love the farm-to-table food concept, right? Well, at Burnt Corn Farm, they bring you locally grown flowers straight from the farm to the vase. With a wide selection of flowers and excellent service, Burnt Corn Farm will make your next party or shower a southern delight. Sign up for a monthly bouquet subscription, and their farm fresh flowers will brighten your days all season long. You can also book your next family photo session in their wildflower field. That's Burnt Corn Farm on Facebook and Instagram.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show on the 50,000 watt superpower blowtorch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yep.
the biggest news talk signal in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Yes, that's us. That's us with our opinion here at WYAB. Yeah, I'm Chip. She's Dawn. We don't know what we're doing. And by the way, good morning to Savannah Matthews, my niece listening to us in Dallas, Texas. I think that's where she's at right now.
Okay.
Also, Helen listening to us in the woods.
The woods, the woods of Vicksburg.
Yes.
She's not listening to us. She is watching us. Vicksburg doesn't get 103.9.
And Michael Horton says, Chip, you like it when them big caramel booties twerk, don't you? Huh. Is it caramel or caramel?
I don't know.
Okay. And Andy Devine talking about Gene McGee. He only likes spandex wearing bicycle riders. Jeez. I remember the spandex.
Yep.
On rock bands back in the day.
Yes.
Okay.
I got a joke for you.
Yeah, okay, let's hear the joke.
What did Venus say to Saturn?
What did Venus
say to Saturn?
Venus de Milo?
Venus, the planet.
Oh, the planet. Okay.
What did the planet Venus say to Saturn?
I don't know. What?
Give me a ring sometime.
Give me a ring.
Isn't that sweet? Yeah.
Y'all see that big old full moon last night?
It was beautiful.
The other day they said it was, and y'all, I've got to investigate this. But Channel 3 had it up that it was called a beaver full moon.
Never heard of such.
Never heard of such. I'm going, what is a beaver full moon? They said, go outside and look at the beaver full moon. I'm going,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See, when I was driving in this morning, and if I look over, I can.
What is a beaver full moon? Well, that's
I can see the dawn coming up, and it's so beautiful.
The beaver full moon is the name of the full moon in November.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, maybe somebody knows something. If Siri says it's so, it's so.
That's what Siri says.
But anyway, I was coming in this morning, and the break of dawn with the dawn coming up was so pretty. I mean, the colors and
Were you looking in the mirror? You say the dawn,
yes.
The dawn looks so pretty. And my new hairdo, I look so pretty. I look so good. I was going to get my hair did. Yeah. I'm going to get my hair did. I'm going to go to the CMU board meeting today and get my hair did.
Get you a barber.
Get the barber to fix my hair.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Makes no good
You
sense.
got a nuclear engineer, someone that does site planning for energy and for Tennessee Valley Water Authority and water.
Yes.
That's a problem in Canton,
Hmm.
in Madison County. But I'm glad to see she's going to go help the good people at Lake Caroline
Yes.
in solving their problem.
Mm-hmm.
And it will solve my problem too, because it'll be CMU is part of the problem. Y'all, this is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is, I can't fathom why we think that we should give somebody a chance on a board. We'll see if they do. Maybe they've learned how to plug something in the wall, and we'll hire them to run the CMU.
Yeah. Well, this was just a wonderful opportunity for the CMU, the city of Canton, to show that they are wanting to do things better.
And there are board members that do.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say the new board members want to do the right thing. And some of the old board members, they go, a lot of this is go along to get along. And let's
Right.
just get it out of my face. Let's vote on it and get it out of my face. Good morning, Jace Powell. How are things in Gladstadt? I'm sure y'all don't have these problems. Y'all's only problems is your mayor wants to build the city bigger than his pocketbook.
Yeah.
And that's a problem.
Yeah, it is.
And that's when the government allowed them to have the area that they have in Gladstadt,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't give them enough area to make money to run a city and be on the level of Madison. They wanted to be Madison overnight.
Yeah.
We got to raise taxes. We got to raise taxes. Okay, let's see what this says. Dwayne Moak. Look back in history and tell me how many qualified people have been a justice court judge in Madison County, and what are the major issues that have occurred due to non-qualified judges? Well, looking back in history, we have a lot of old judges, but I don't know what's going on now there. But I'm going to research it some more. Because Lloyd Spivey was not a lawyer. Martina Griffin, Supervisor Paul Griffin's daughter, is a justice court judge, and she's not a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll have to look back at that, the non-qualified judges. But my thing on that is basically has a lot to do with the fact that if you can't, that person couldn't even manage their HOA and fought with them and had to be removed from court.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now she can remove herself from court every time she goes in and wants to argue with them. It ought to be interesting. And Dwayne, I'm not really that smart when it comes to justice. I try. I want to do the right thing. But that's that.
Yeah.
I got to look into that. I am going to look into all of it because justice court is where they did find people stealing money, and they fired the people.
Mm-hmm. They did the right thing.
But when they found people at the next level,
the supervisor's level
at $2.7 million,
they gave her a raise.
They gave her an $8,000 raise. And they said, and no one has told us who they've arrested, who they got some money back from. They never got all the money back.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit more than $3,000. It's $2.7 million. I guess it's just numbers on a paper to them. Or they see the 2 and think 2 is smaller than 3.
Then they had a spokesperson come out and talk about it that was kind of way too early too.
Here's a FYI fact. If you have poison oak in your eyes and they are swollen, Face ID on an iPhone doesn't work. Okay. Thank you, Roger McCrory. Okay. So that's how criminals can get away?
Yep.
You just, rub your eyes?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. And good morning, Tammy Walters. See you there. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so what do you have to say about John Horn? What do you think about that? John Horn says we're going to do a nationwide search. We're going to find a police chief, and that was what, 3-4 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Okay. Or
a month ago.
A month ago.
It was
before.
It's been so long that Tyree Jones now has to become the top cop
Right, because you can only have an interim mayor for interim police chief for so long.
Mm-hmm.
But he forms a committee, and now you're going to tell us after all this time, well, we couldn't fund the committee. We didn't have any money.
Yeah.
And then you hear Stokes say, well, we got plenty of money. Well, geez.
It's just another example of somebody being elected into office that doesn't know how to run a business.
Yeah, a business and running a city, they're going to say, Chip, that's completely different.
Mm-mm.
We're spending the taxpayers' money. We're spending your money. So
you still got to have checks and balances. You still got to.
No, we don't. We don't.
You
We
need
just
to.
keep writing checks.
Yeah.
Writing checks. As long as we have them in the checkbook, we can write checks.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is what we need to do is every government needs to just break it all down.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to go, first thing we need in our city is, and we just got 2 cups of coffee from James Duncan.
Thank you.
Thank you. But we need to go backwards and say, okay, to run this city, we need a police force.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Jackson, Canton, anywhere. So we need to pay our policemen, and we need to pay our police chief, and we need to put all that together and have that and pay them a good wage.
Right.
Now, the other argument in the CMU meeting was that the fire truck, one of the fire trucks, has rust on its head or something, and they were arguing about how much money is going to take to fix the fire truck.
Right.
Okay. And they couldn't decide how much money to authorize to fix the fire truck. And then somebody said, well, what does a new one cost? And they go, $6 million. I'm like, $6 million.
I bet now they're rethinking giving that attorney a raise.
I'm like going, jeez, $6 million. And then at that point, it's worth spending $1 million to fix the truck,
Yeah.
And they're talking about this. And that's the next thing you got to have. You got to have fire protection. You got to have police protection.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to have fire protection.
Yep.
Then you got to pick up the garbage.
Yes.
Then in a place like Canton, we provide the utilities. The city owns them. Or rather, the city doesn't own them. We, the taxpayer, own them.
Yeah.
And all of these things are running, and nobody keeps up with anything.
Right. This is how it's all going to end up. People are going to dig their own wells in their backyard again. They're going to have their burn cans and start burning their own trash and having kerosene lamps.
Well, I'm going to tell you what.
That's where Canton's headed.
Well, it wasn't that bad back when it was that way.
Oh, yeah.
And I used to enjoy going to Forest Grove, to Lee County, to the church there where at Forest Grove, where I'm kin to everybody in the ground.
Yeah.
And they still have it, the original outhouses.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. And as a kid, I wanted to go in there, and what they even have a magazine in there. No toilet paper. No, you're supposed to use the magazine. Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Fire equipment is expensive and used in harsh situations. And look, the truck that's broke that they got to worry about is the truck that can't not work.
Yeah, that's the big one, huh?
No, it's the one that goes to Amazon.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what that means is the county will start arguing with them again and say, we're going to take over fire protection out there. And then they'll have to shift everything around. But at least in the county, Minor Norman has that under control. He's the man.
Until the three amigos figure out a way to spend $6 million on a fire truck.
Oh, hey, look, $6 million dropped in the bucket. The last fire truck I remember Canton got, normally we get a few fire truck, and some of the people had never had their name on a vehicle, name on a wall where they had redone a building or whatever. They put a plaque on the truck.
Oh.
They put a plaque on the truck.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, well. That they had authorized a new fire truck. And that was when Arnell was in office. And I look back at that and I just go, that is just nuts. And during Arnell's reign of terror as mayor, we lost our rating, our perfect rating for fire insurance.
Yeah.
And it still hasn't been fixed after all these years.
And everybody's rate went up.
Yep.
And he was an insurance provider.
He's an insurance. Oh, you can't make this stuff up, people. Let's take one more break and get back and talk about it right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Don McKenzie on WYAB.
Let's take one more break and get back and talk about it right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Don.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
Hi, this is Casey Holcomb with Mississippi Hometown Realty. This is the perfect weather for football and the perfect time to buy or sell a home. I have a passion for helping people achieve their real estate goals. So when you're ready to buy or sell, I want you to call me first, Casey Holcomb with Mississippi Hometown Realty. Visit mshomesforyou.com. That's mshomesforyou.com. I'm Casey Holcomb, doing what I love and loving what I do.
MS license number 51833 by phone 601-398-1620.
Did you know that the average 6-room house collects 40 pounds of dust each year? Local business Pure Air Consultants duct cleaning service can rid your home of the dust, dirt, and debris that may be caught in your air ducts. They can eliminate the mold, fungi, and microbes that might be growing inside your ductwork and polluting the air you breathe in your home. Mention WYAB and receive a free UV light with system replacement. Visit online at mypureairconsultants.com. mypureairconsultants.com.
Even with interest rates higher than recent norms, real estate values are still holding strong in Mississippi. We caught up again with one of Mississippi's top real estate agents, Shane Saxon, to explain his recent activity in the market.
In the last year or so, it's been the best of my career. Interest rates have been high, but the real estate market is here to stay. Land values especially are continuing to rise. Home values are holding. If you need help with anything in real estate, just give me a call.
Find Shane Saxon on Facebook or give him a call at 601-540-5040. Hopper Property, 601-724-1435.
Hey, this is John with MES. That's Mississippi Energy Services. We sell, service, and install all makes and models of home and business generators. One thing that we do different than a lot of other companies is we do all the work ourselves. We don't use subcontractors. We go from the original estimate, the design, to the final product. That way we can control the quality of the job from the beginning to the end. We are online at msenergy.us.
If you ever been stuck on the side of the road with engine trouble or because of an accident, you know how frustrating that can be. I'm Chad Stevens of Chad Stevens Wrecker Service. We'll help take some of the stress out of the stressful situation. We've been rated by AAA as one of the top 10 towing services in the entire USA. Why? Well, just ask our customers. So keep our number in your cell phones and call us if you need us. 662-755-8645. That's Chad Stevens Wrecker Service. 662-755-8645.
Doctor, AC doctor, what's your diagnosis? My whole house was hot as a fever. Now my house frozen, cause my air conditioning's on. Doctor, my AC's broken. Doctor, the AC doctor, he healed my house, bless my soul.
The AC Doctors is your one-stop provider for air conditioning and heating installation, service, and repair. Contact us for money-saving repairs and lower energy bills.
Doctor, the AC doctor, he healed my house, bless my soul.
Google the AC Doctors and get some relief today. TheACDR.com.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Yes, the people have spoken and things are changing. The supermajority in Mississippi is over. The Democrats flipped 2 GOP-held Senate seats and 1 House seat in the special elections, and that should be a warning sign to you that the rhinos are in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You worked a poll yesterday.
I was a poll watcher yesterday and learned a lot of good information, and it was a great opportunity to do my civic duty.
Right.
But I was talking to people who are poll workers in other counties,
Right.
and they are only paid $125 an hour, and our poll workers are paid $200
In
an
Madison
hour.
County, we pay $200 an
Yeah,
hour. Same in Hinds County.
And the other county, they base their number of poll workers on the volume of absentee votes.
Well-
So if the absentee vote is high, they know that the turnout's going to be high. Therefore, they need more people. They need full capacity poll workers.
Right.
Well, Madison County just waste.
many-
There's
so-
8 people
There were 8 people
working at my poll location yesterday, all getting paid $200 a day in sleeping.
and sleeping.
Sleeping.
I walked into a poll in Camden during a runoff, and there was 10 poll workers in Camden, and this is at the second polling location in the big metropolis of Camden.
Oh my goodness.
And and Camden, basically, you could say had 30 poll workers between the 3 places that were up
Yeah.
there, the 3 polling places. And one of them is just a mile away from the other one, and everybody was asleep. I walk in and woke everybody up. It's, excuse me.
Yeah. So what a waste of our hard-earned money that these supervisors.
And that's the other thing. Mitch lost by 80 votes.
Yes.
80 votes.
Mhm.
The
That was probably-
supervisors hired 80 people.
Yes, that is exactly
And it's a
right.
jobs program.
Yes.
So those 80 people who probably wouldn't have done anything or gone and voted anywhere
hmm
were the ones that were the difference in the election.
Right.
Tell me
It's crooked.
elections aren't bought.
Yeah.
But
terrible.
Yeah, but the people in power have the power. And Republicans, supermajority, you don't have any power anymore. That means there's a problem at Republican leadership, like in Madison County, at the Madison County Executive Committee, of which our judge that just got elected was the vice chair.
Mhm.
They don't believe in having meetings where they go out and try to help people get in to work
Yeah.
at the polls. Now, to me, they told me they were going to come help me work the polls in my election, and then they all stood me up
Well, there
on
seems to be
election day after I was depending on it.
very lazy and very complacent. And you get yourself in trouble with those 2 attributes.
Right. I mean, and there were no Republicans yesterday as poll workers that I saw.
No.
None.
Mm-mm.
And I didn't go everywhere, but normally you should have a Republican list and a Democrat list, and I saw mostly Democrats everywhere I went. So that's that.
Yeah.
So we can
Go on for through the rest of our day now.
I'm glad we got 30 more seconds. I got to go to court.
Uh-huh.
9:30 this morning on the Jaguar. We'll have a little Jaguar update tomorrow.
Yeah.
We also have an update later this afternoon on the front of the building at Acme Pizza to see if the front door is ever going to come back
Yeah.
again.
So you're not going to make Grip and Grin today?
I'm going to try to get Grip and Grin in there too, just to where I can continue to bitch. But anyway.
Yep.
So that's going to do it for us.
Yep.
We'll be back tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Clay Edwards is next at 7:07.
Bye.
That's Dawn. I'm Chip. See y'all later. Y'all have fun.